It's
The court
day
in
one
Romania
of
has
house
agreed to
arrest
allow the
for
controversial
Tate.
social media influencer Andrew Tate.
Months. Andrew Tate, his brother
I've been
Tristan.
in one room since last year.
My unmatched perspicacity, coupled with sheer indefatigability, makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. To chop my head off and try and delete me is asinine in and of itself. When you have the masculine youth of the world thinking for themselves, that's pretty scary to authority against a professional fighter.
It's the weapon that always works. They fired the bullet that never fails. It bounced off of my skin, and here I am. I still emerge more powerful than ever before. That's the biggest bullet they have. Imagine shooting a man with your last bullet, and he stands there, unfazed. The world up until this point was based on freedom. How they advertised you to be a good slave was they would give you some freedom. And what happened when they did this, something changed. The internet came. People start to talk, people start to think, people start to realize how money's made. People start to realize it's all a scam. People start to realize that countries are in massive debt because people are in massive debt and there's no way to escape. It's all a f***ing scam. The only hope you have is to cure your brain, see the attacks which are coming from the Matrix, get a strong network of individuals, and then learn how to escape. I've always been rich, but I'm not just rich because of money. You have to understand, I'm rich because of a bunch of things that money cannot buy. There's people with lots of money, but they don't have the network I have. They don't have the brotherhood I have. Just sitting with my boys knowing that if the bullets start flying, me and my 10 friends, we all die, or no one dies. Having that brotherhood, having women who would literally, you could go to jail for 10 years and they would wait for you. Like having physicality, walking through the world bigger and stronger than everyone else, having all those professional fights, and all the bad things, having the trauma, all the pain, all the bullshit I've been through. You ain't a good man if you haven't had trauma. I find it amazing that people will sit there and spend all their time upgrading that character, making as much money as they can, getting the best guns, getting strong, getting some hoes, meeting important people, getting the best car. They'll do all that in a game, but they won't do it in real life. I don't see why people play the games. They play the games because they're scared of loss, because if you die in the game, you get another chance. If you lose in the game, you get another chance. In life, you get one shot. If you get some balls, that's what life is as a game. That's what life is as a man. This is one big video game. You get to upgrade your character. You're not born with any value. All these women that you just put me on with are born with value. They're pretty already. They're gorgeous already. They're good looking enough. Even if they're a 5, someone's going to give a shit they exist because someone wants to fuck them. As a man, if you don't make yourself valuable, you have no value. You have to get up and do it. Just like a video game, you start with fucking 0. You have to decide if you want to complete it. You have to upgrade your character. So I find it amazing that men are going to play video games and fuck about and waste their time instead of upgrading their character. Everyone knows what to do. You know what you have to do. Right. If you had to become the most dangerous, intelligent, respectable man on the planet, you know you're supposed to go to the gym. You know you're supposed to train, learn how to fight. You know all these things. You don't do them. That's your decision. It's your prerogative. I didn't make that choice. I made the choice to do it all. I decided on it. And every single man watching this can do the exact same thing. This is what the beautiful thing about being a man is, right? It's because being a man is difficult. It's so much harder than being a woman. Being a man is hard mode. But just like you play the video game on hard mode, when you win, you get a higher score. There is no better existence than a top tier male. You have to rewire your brain. Motivation is not a real thing. You are never going to be permanently motivated to do things that you don't want to do. People who train every day don't want to train every day. They are not motivated to train every day. They are something else. It's called discipline. It's called being a man. It's not about feeling like doing it. If you only do things you feel like doing, you know what you end up doing? What? You end up sitting around with a belly, drinking soya fucking latte bullshit. That's what you end up doing if you only do what you feel like doing. You have to wake up and say, I don't feel like training, but I must train. You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing. Okay. That's the difference between a man and a fucking child. The men on the Titanic didn't feel like dying that day. There are duties that men must fulfill, whether to God or to your bloodline. You must accept it first. Most of these people, what they do is they hang around with other disgusting people, and then they're a little group of disgusting people, and they think, well, I'm not disgusting, everyone's disgusting, and this is normal, and it's normal to be a fucking jerk off. And they should look in the mirror, look deep in their own eyes, and say yes. And there's men here who will deny it. There's men who will go, no, 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 no. But those are the ones who are most lost. It's the denial that's gonna hold you back the most. The people who go, yes, I'm wasting my potential, those are the ones who have potential. The men who go, well, no, actually, I'm fine, they're fucked. They're inside the matrix, fully slave-minded, they're a waste of time. But if you sit there and go, you know what, yeah, I am wasting my potential. Yes, I can be more than I am.